My people, hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday. It's beautiful out here, sunny. It rained this morning, 68 degrees, and I'm just sitting outside enjoying the sounds of the birds and my chickens and the dogs and the cows, and I'm getting bombarded like it's like a TikTok reel in my fucking backyard. So I came in here. I figured I'd put a video out of a topic that I've been thinking about kind of lately. But first, hit that like button, please. That'd be nice of you. Finger bang it, flick it, whatever. Just please hit it. It'd be awesome of you. Also, check out DNK Knives, as usual. Great people. And if you do buy something from there, use this coupon code BehindTheEdge10 to find yourself receiving 10% off of the total order. There's my Instagram, if you're interested in that. I don't post enough there, but I need to start posting more. Yeah, that's it. Also, check out all the small channels, guys. Apex Alchemy, Timbo437, Puerto Rican with a Knife, but he changed the name to Knife Dope. And also Ken Faulkner. All great channels, all really cool dudes. Satu Dave, everybody knows about him too. Go check out his channel. He usually puts out a video every Sunday, and I absolutely look forward to their videos, or his videos. If you're like me and you just can't keep up with all the next great thing or the new models that come out every 30 seconds, then I'm going to show you a few options that are good, readily available, and have been around for a while. Yesterday's pussy, if you will, but still great and useful pussy. As y'all know, there's no way I can keep up with the all the new models that jump out literally every day. There's just no way. My channel's too small. I have no budget, and I just can't get them all, and I can't get any of them for the most part. But a lot of it is I have no interest in them. And it's hard for me to seek out a knife that I'm sure a lot of people are going to like, but I'm just really not interested in. But I do try for you guys. So I have 4 knives here that have been around a long time and are fantastic. And you can get them anytime, pretty much. And they're absolutely recommendable. So first is going to be the Model 2, the Rat 2. This model has been around forever. This is the D2 version with the peel ply fake carbon fiber. Excellent, excellent knife. It is basically the exact same thing as a Model 1, just smaller. More EDC friendly for most people. It's a 3-inch blade. Very thin. Good stock, thumb stud on washers. The only hang up I have about this knife is since it is smaller than the Rat 1, the steel liners are smaller, and I'm not a fan of super thin liner locks. But this knife is tiny and you will never hard use it, really, so I think the lock will hold up just fine. My voice is a little raspy today, guys. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about it. That is the first one, the Model 2. Second one is a CJRB. Oh, crap. I forget. I want to say Valspar, but that's a fucking paint brand. Feldspar. Wow. Can't believe I almost forgot that. D2 blade, G10. Nearly a 3.5-inch blade, inset liners. Unlike this one, these are sandwich liner. You know, that you can see the liners. This one has inset liners, which I appreciate. Basically, all you can see is the lock bar there. It is milled out on the inside. Good standoffs, good inset deep carry clip. Incredible action. Actual G10. Ergos are amazing. And for $40 or less, it's hard to beat. And I know a lot of people, you know, the D2 thing drives a lot of people crazy. A lot of people don't like it. But for your standard EDC tasks and the vast majority of human beings that don't jump on the backs of bulldozers and try to kill them with their knife, I think it'll do just fine. I've never had a problem with D2, other than you have to sharpen it a little more often, and it is a little harder to sharpen, and it is what it is. It's a great starter budget steel, in my opinion. Anyway, the feldspar, to me, I just did a short about this. I like this way better than the pyrite. I'm not head over heels with the pyrite like everybody else seems to be. It's okay, but it's not like next level like a lot of people are of the opinion that it is. That's just my opinion. It is cheap. It is well-made knife, and that's what makes this one so good. A cheap, well-made knife as well. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting deja vu here. I think I've talked about that a lot. So, next knife. The Cold Steel American Lawman. For $120, you get S35VN, G10. You get a wonderful triad lock and a well-made knife. And it is readily available everywhere. Ergos are forcing you into a position, but they are great. The knife is a little thin. Even against the feldspar there. The feldspar has a contoured. This is flat side. But it works. It works great. I've been carrying the crap out of this as my secondary knife and been using the hell out of it. I have not had to sharpen it yet, but I will be doing so soon. And S35VN of theirs is holding up well. I have never had a problem with the S35VN not working well. Or my issue with S35VN is only when I have to sharpen it. I just don't like the way it sharpens. It is not hard to sharpen. It is pretty easy, but it sharpens weird. And I have no way to explain that other than it just sharpens weird. I have trouble with burr removal. I have trouble getting it to that extreme sharpness that I can get any other steel to. When I say extreme sharpness, I mean like breaking the sound barrier if you wave it across. I like that keen sharpness. But as far as the steel goes, it performs fine. I just don't like the way it sharpens. But anyway, great knife. Thumb stud action. It is on washers, which I prefer. All of these are. Great knife, readily available. 120 bucks. Can't beat it. There's a lot of cold steels that are in that could be in this video, but I digress. To the last, Spyderco Smock. This one is a little more expensive. It's right at 200 bucks. And for that, you get S30V, again, peel ply, kind of fake carbon fiber, but it looks a little better than this, in my opinion. A lot better, actually. Bananas action. This is a double detent system. There's 2 detents in this knife. Most people remove one so they can button actuate the opening. I'm not going to bother. I might do it whenever I put titanium scales on this knife, which I absolutely plan to do. It is similar to a compression lock, just with a button. So I like the knife. The blade, that hollow grind, is nasty. Just absolutely nasty, and I love it. It is a absolute slicing dream. And as far as usability, this knife is head and shoulders above the rest. It just cuts just above and beyond any of these. These all cut well. They're all flat ground and fairly thin, but there's just, you know, the hollow grind is my favorite by a long shot. If I could, every knife I own would be a hollow grind. The ergos on this are kind of suspect, and I believe that's just my hands, but they're not bad. It's pretty much just a straight line. RGT, Rips Garage Tech, makes some sick titanium scales for this. I think I'm going to jump on some as soon as I'm able to. And I'm also going to put a short lynch clip on it because this long one here is just too long for the knife, I believe, in my opinion. I typically go for the longer clip because I like it, but this one, it just kind of looks funny that it is, you know, more than half the length of the knife. So I think I'm going to switch to that. Also, it is on bearings, so I don't use it at work a lot, but the action is amazing. You know, none of these knives are new, so everybody kind of knows about them. But I just wanted to give you my opinion as to how incredibly useful, and they're just great knives. And if you don't have the trigger finger to catch all these drops on the brand new shit, but you just want a knife, you can't go wrong with any of these. This one's around 200, 120, 40 bucks, 40 bucks. So absolutely, these two anybody can afford. But you know, they're all recommendable about the same as the next. This one comes in many different steels. On the secondary, they're not making them right now, but on the secondary you can find them M390, 20CV, and 2 different versions of M4. I'd like to have the M4 version of this, but the S30V Spyderco does, in my opinion, hands down the best S30V you can buy. So there you go. That's all I got for you guys today. My animals are starting to go off again out there. So to keep you from having to hear that shit, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Make sure you like, subscribe. There's a link to Patreon in the description if you are interested in that. I will be doing some giveaways soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers. So the faster you subscribe, the faster I give some shit away. Make sure you're good to each other, nice to each other. Life is short. So there's no... We just don't have time to be a cunt. So don't be a cunt. Later.